Hey, everybody. Welcome to Making Connections. This is your girl, Aly. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Listen, y'all know here in North Carolina, we get all four seasons in one week. So we get rain, we get feel like it's summertime, feel like it's winter. So I hope everybody, wherever you are having an awesome day. There are some events going on this weekend. I didn't post a lot of that in the opening of the show, but you can find flyers and different information on Making Connections with Aly page or in the Facebook group. So I want to introduce y'all to my family. This is Miss Anissa Norman. What's up, girl?
Hey,
How are
uh,
you? How are
I'm
you?
good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So I'm excited to have Anissa on the show. First of all, because she's family, I hang out with her for a little while, but she is also a business owner. And so before we jump into the interview and about everything that she does, Anissa, I want to give you opportunity, since this is your first time on Making Connections, just to greet the family and tell them a little bit about yourself.
Okay. Hey, y'all. I'm Anissa, as stated earlier. I am 25 from Kannapolis and have a small business. I have alopecia as well. That's why I have on my little nice little head wrap here. Um, and I just, yeah, had this small business, thought about it, and here we are.
Awesome. Here we are. And I love it because, so how long have you had the business? And we might get into a little bit to the alopecia thing. So don't worry about you's cute anyway. You know that.
um, Well, I've been in business for I'll say for about a year now, because I actually launched my website last year, but I've been on and off with everything, business changes and stuff like that. Um, but it all came about because a friend of mine, he was like, "Why don't you start, selling incense?" And he gave me $15, and I went downtown to Charlotte to get some supplies, and I bought a couple of items, and I was like, well, I feel like I should make this into more of a business. And so, yep, that's how it came
So
about.
that was going to be one of my questions. How did you get started? And so at first you were just selling incense,
Just incense. And I had like two scents, two different scents.
two different types. Okay, okay. And so what made you branch out into, because you actually make your own candles. It's not like you order them somewhere and resell them. You actually make your candles, right?
Yes.
So what made you go from incense to the candle making business?
Well, I was like, everybody's, making their own businesses and stuff like that now. And I'm like, I got to figure out something that not everybody else is really selling. Cause I mean, I don't mind competition. All competition is friendly competition to me. But
Right.
like, find something that somebody else wasn't really selling. So I was like, you don't really see too many people, selling candles. So I was like, let me try that. So that's pretty much really how it came about. Wanted to be different.
Right, right. And that's cool too because, I even understand, going into a business. So why was it important to start a business? Even though, I mean, people see people in business all the time, but what was it that kept drawing you saying, I think I need to start a business? Was
Well,
it future plans or, what was it?
um, well, I need money, but also future plans as well.
Let's
Um,
keep it real.
like having a business is important because you need to have something to leave behind to your family, your kids, grandparents, aunts, uncles, because you never know, and it might not be much, but leave something valuable behind that can be, expanded into more.
Yes, honey, I agree with that. It's all about the legacy. Even if you leave the passion to have a business,
Right.
um, and you're teaching them how to go into business because, I mean, let's face it, we got to have a different account for our monies, business account. There's a way to show up on social media and stuff like that. So it's a lot that comes from starting a business, right?
Right.
So, when you started and now you're really into it, so do you have a website or a place where people can purchase?
Yes, I have a website. I'm working on like purchasing my own domain space. So right now it's centaholiccreations.square.site. It's kind of long, I know, but I'm trying to work on getting it shortened. Um, but that's the website for now. Everything is up to date, prices, everything is available for everybody to see and order.
Awesome. So we will definitely have that information on a banner later. And so how did you really learn though about mixing a candle, or making the different scents that you make and stuff like that?
Well, my first time making candles, it didn't go so well. I was thinking too entirely way too big, and I ordered like 100 jars. I still have some. Most of them are gone now, but I still have a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to make like 15 of each candle because I had an event, and I was like, "Oh, I'm about to go sell all these candles," and like I just moved too fast, and I was like, you know what? Because I'm like, yeah, let me just make some candles. It's easy. You just, melt some wax, put some scent. But I quickly realized that is not it. You got to make sure you do research. You got to know how to do formulas. Um, and the formulas, it's pretty easy. You just got to make sure you know like the ratio of, smell and wax and temperatures. The temperature is very important. And yeah.
Listen, I'm like you because I never would have thought about, that ratio. And because, like I said, when I smell your candles, I mean, I should have brought mine downstairs. Um, a couple of them are like this much left because I've
Oh,
been burning them. And then I think I have one that's still full. But I mean, just the designs and the how they look on the inside, it's not just the wax when you open it up. It's like you got stuff in there. What's that stuff?
flower. I usually have flowers and different herbs. Rose. Well, the new candles that I've made, I did not add anything to them because it's a new jar. So I'm just, kind of testing it out. See what people think about it as it being plain. But
Hmm.
um, the smaller candles, they have rose. I'm sorry, rose quartz and rose petals
Hmm.
in there. And then I have another candle. It's called Ooh, which is like, ooh, this smells good. But it's um from a smoked oud. It's like it's like some type of woodsy type deep smell.
Hmm.
Um, I have calendula flowers in there, and I amethyst.
Okay. So even like the flowers, do you dry them yourself or you order them like that?
Oh, I just get to order the flowers myself.
Okay. I was like, you doing all the things, girl. So do you have a sample of what the new jars look like?
Yes, I do. Ooh, so this,
Again, go ahead.
ooh, I'm so sorry. It's got glitter all over it, but this is my love rose candle, and it's in an 8-ounce jar, and this is what the inside looks like. It's plain. I was going to add color, but I decided not to because it kind of clogged up the wick, so it didn't burn properly. So if you might have seen in previous previews of it being in color, it is not going to be in color. Um, and then this is another one that I have. It's called Pink Froze. It's a these are basic, almost like the same scent, but this is more like a soft, creamier type of smell.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as strong as the rose.
Okay.
But I also for the month of February, I have a Valentine's Day sale going on, and I have a basket. I hope nothing falls out of here, but I kind of took it apart. I'm sorry, but yeah, I kind of took it apart. But this is everything that will be in it. I can just show everything individually. So you obviously get the basket,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a bunch of rose petals, like a lot. um, a glitter heart that I made.
Nice.
Um, this is my chilled rose soap. This is a mixture of actually the same scent that we use for the love rose
Mm-hmm.
and black ice, like the little tree air freshener black ice smell.
Mm-hmm.
And this soap, I've had a time with it because I actually have all the soap that I made because nobody's bought any yet. But I have this is made with goat's milk, shea butter, cocoa butter, and a clear soap base.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you can see like the layers, but this top layer is clear like ice, and then this is gray, supposed to be the black.
I can tell. It's nice.
And the pink is actually um, rose kaolin clay, and it's used to remove impurities and things like draw impurities and things like that out of the skin. Vitamin E, tea tree oil, which is good for the skin. It should always be used with the carrier oil, or it will burn your skin. Um, but yes, this is the chilled rose soap in a 3-ounce bar. And also have the little drinks to come with it. Oh.
Okay, okay.
And the classic back in the day candies. Everybody, actually, the massage candle that I am planning to do, but I may end up having to do it as a regular candle. Uh, okay, this is the right one. I don't have a label on here.
Mm-hmm.
This is one I've been testing. If y'all want to see that, but this is what I've been testing, and they smell the same.
Really?
Yes,
Oh gosh.
it
Oh,
smells just like candy.
you trying to make the people have happy Valentine, ain't you?
And these are incense that I make as well. That'll be a part of all the things that I'm showing right now. Will be part of the basket. Um, yeah, these are the incense that I made. They're hand dipped. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much. Palo
It's gonna cool.
Santo. Um, Palo Santo. WAP. And I have two more, but I can't think of the names off the top of my head right now. I'm sorry. And also more candy, chocolates and lollies.
All of that is in that basket, girl.
Yes.
I'm gonna get my
um,
own basket.
the candle, the basket comes with one candle, but you can add another one on for
Okay.
additional $10.
Okay.
And you can also add on a rose bear. I made this myself um,
Oh,
for an additional $10 as well.
oh, that's so
$15.
cute.
But yes, I made it myself.
I like that. That's cute. Oh,
Thank
it's
you.
excuse me. Oh,
This one just looks a little funny because it came with his head kind of turned to the side. So I don't know if you can tell, but he's a little lopsided.
no, I can't tell it all. That's so cute. You go ahead, girl.
Thank you.
How long did it take you to make that bear?
um, Probably about 45 minutes.
Okay.
because I painted it red and I put glitter on it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
and glued it so it won't be showing like white through the middle. You just at least see a little flare.
A little flare. I like the way you said that.
And the most important piece of my business, I feel like, is my sea moss.
Hmm.
Um, Not a lot of people know about sea moss, but it's really good for your body. It's like you get it from the sea. Um, the I get mine that gets so the way that I get mine, the people they get it from a family in Jamaica and they harvest it from St. Lucia and I get it sent to me. But sea moss contains 92 minerals that the body needs to function. Like iron, potassium, magnesium, uh what's some other ones on here that I can name? Calcium, iron, zinc, sodium, copper, manganese, all the vitamins. All the
All the body.
vitamins. And this is what it looks like. My hands are clean.
Right.
But this is what it looks like dried up. It's golden sea moss. And when you soak it, it turns like a whitish color.
Hmm.
And this, I'm sorry, this is actually mango flavored. Um, I don't recommend the plain because it's just better
You
flavored.
like flavors?
But I make it with obviously sea moss and mangoes and agave nectar, which is like a natural sweetener. And to me, it tastes like pancake syrup.
Hmm.
Like you can eat it with pancakes if you wanted to. Sea moss though, you can put it in, smoothies, ice cream, any food.
Right.
Well, I wouldn't say any food, but any food, mango, like,
That
stuff
will
like
go with
that.
mango. Yeah. Like you said, the little toppings on top of your pancakes or something like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yep.
or you can just
But
have a
you can
couple
just
spoonfuls in the beginning of the morning.
yep, 2 tablespoons a day. When you order the sea moss, I have ooh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
a care card that comes with it. Um, and I'll just read what it says. Sea moss care and instructions. Obviously, refrigerate upon receiving. Take 1 to 2 tablespoons daily. You can keep it in your fridge. Okay, let me read this. So on my source says that you can keep it up in the fridge for up to 1 month, but I put up to 3 weeks. But you do whatever you feel is best.
Right.
Um,
Right.
but it is freezer safe up to 3 months. So I feel like if you're not going to use it past the week, just go ahead and put it in the freezer because it'll last a lot longer.
Right.
And because it can get moldy and signs of old sea moss will be like sour taste, black spots that you wouldn't normally see, which would be like mold and stuff like that. Sour, fishy type smells. But this most people say sea moss is gross because it kind of tastes like the sea. But it's all depends on how you wash it. You got to make sure you get the sand off, obviously, because it's gonna come a little sandy.
Right.
Soak it in lime if you want to make. This is tips if you want to make it on your own. Um, Soak it in some limes. Really, really good for like. I soaked mine for like a day,
Well, you didn't
like
want to
20.
give them all the tips. We want them to buy the sea moss from you. So I'm just gonna take some, executive privilege here. Be like, now you can contact her, if you want to learn how to make it, and even for a little finder's fee, she'll help you out. But it is we because we are promoting your business and we want you to get business and we want people to buy from you. Now, like you said, there's no harm in somebody wanting to learn as well, but then they can partner with you to find out how they can make it on their own and things like that. So we're going to make them contact you for whatever they need. Okay.
Okay.
But just like I was talking about with the candles, I've also, my cousin, her mom, and I both have had the sea moss. And so it does freeze because, I got one and I was like, I don't really know what this going to taste like. So I said, let me put the rest of them in this freezer and let me pull this one jar out. And she packages them really nice in a little cute little jar like she was showing you and the labels and stuff on top. And so, of course, for me, first I just, let me taste it, see what it tastes like. But it wasn't, I didn't taste like, like you said, that fishy taste or any of that. It wasn't like that. It was just
Right.
like a gel that, like a jam or something that, like you said, you pull out and you can put on top of your pancakes or something.
Yep.
And so I did put a couple in like a smoothie or inside of a drink, and just shook it up. And I mean, for me, I knew I was getting the benefits. And so of the sea moss. And like you said, I mean, just the research you've done is beneficial to your health, right?
Yes. Helps with gut health, digestive problems, all things like
Now, that's fine. But so what I appreciate about Anissa is that not that she's not just created a business and like, let me just sell this stuff and get rid of it. She's really done the research behind it to see the benefits of sea moss, how to wash it. I mean, she's when I tell you she's doing it, and even she does videos. You can follow her what on TikTok. You're doing videos of how you put it together.
that. Instagram, Facebook. Catch me in the reels, y'all.
And so, even there, she's giving you tips and things like that. And so, but I love the fact that she does the research, and even with the candles, the ratio of what works, what makes the scent come out. And like just with the massage candle, what did she say? She's testing it out before she asks somebody to purchase it. So I appreciate that about you.
Yes, because you have to make sure with massage candles, you have to make sure the wax, the fragrance oil, and all that you're using is skin safe.
Mm,
Or might break out, arm might fall off, or something.
not arm fall off.
So,
No. And so, yeah, that's why it's important to know who you're doing business with and what they're doing. So, because we don't want your arm to fall off, we want you to come back for more. And so, we are going to take like a quick break, Anissa. And the first video we're going to show you is actually a little TikTok video that Anissa had put together. I believe it's from her TikTok, and it shows the sea moss and a couple of her candles. And so it's just a real quick video, and then we'll be right back with some more questions for Anissa.
okay.
So sometimes this happen. I don't give I don't give Alan enough forewarning that we're going to commercials. So I just talk until he cuts me off.
Nothing like I've ever seen. It's just a thing of beauty.
This is the peace that you cannot buy. Send me in love that you cannot mix. One is the joy that you cannot waste, and the other one price that you cannot fix. This is the peace that you cannot buy. Finding a way when you cannot see. Man with this system he cannot pray. I need to find relief. But behind my mind it runs. All these thoughts have.
So that was just a little video. That's the kind of stuff you can find on her TikTok and Instagram. And you have a YouTube channel?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Working
So
on
listen, this child, she's so smart. She be behind the scenes doing stuff uh,
it.
with videos and websites and stuff like that. So I did y'all see them pretty colors and those pretty candles and that sea moss? And like I said, so Anissa, if they wanted to get a basket, like how far in advance? Because we know it's for Valentine's Day, which is not far, but how far in advance do they or what's the last date that you're taking orders for your baskets?
Um, the last day that I'm taking orders, I guess will be all the way up until Valentine's Day. Um, I'm offering pickup 3 days, the 12th, the 13th, and the 14th.
Oh, okay.
And but yeah, people can start ordering now. I have a flyer, and you can go on the website, use the code basket. It'll let you pay 50%, and then whenever you come and pick up, you'll pay the rest.
Okay. Alan, if you could put the red flyer up with the baskets on there. And so your pickup dates are the 12th, 13th, and 14th. And so they will go to your site that you gave us earlier, place their order,
Mhm.
pay a deposit, and then pay the rest on the day of pickup.
Yes, and I have my address, and all that is on the website. Whenever it shows in the pickup section.
Okay. Okay.
And
And
if
so go ahead.
and if shipping is needed, pay you will have to pay in full.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. And so how far do you ship? Like, is it
Um,
anywhere?
all 50 states. I don't know how international works yet, but
Okay.
I'm
Okay. Cool. Well, listen, I'm telling everybody, Alan, do you have the flyer for the basket? It's the one of the three that I sent you, the red background that you can put up. I know you already showed us everything was in the basket, but I just want to make sure they see the flyer, and it will definitely be on our Facebook page. You can find it on Anissa's page as well. So she is Scentaholic Creations. That's how you can find her through social media. Um, Pretty butterfly. And so then the next slide should be the flyer. And so, here again is, and that QR code, that's, you can scan that to order as well.
yes.
Okay. Y'all young children, y'all so fancy. Edgar was on here the other day. He had a QR code. I was like, I want one. So this is the flyer. In case you haven't seen it, you can Cash App her. You can go through the site, reach out to her. We also give you your email, and so it says everything on there. Pre-order 50% if shipping is required, paid in full, and
Okay.
this again are the pickup days.
Oh, I'm sorry. I told y'all the wrong pickup days. The 10th, 11th, 13th, and 14th.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So we're skipping Sunday so she can keep working.
Yeah.
So 10th, 11th, 13th, and 14th are the pickup dates. And so again, all this is on her website. Everything's up to date there. We'll have these flyers in the Facebook group. And so, Anissa, we talked a little bit about, how you got started and things like that. But where do you, what's your future goals for Scentaholic Creations?
Well, I want to open up like a candle bar where people come and make candles.
Mm-hmm.
Like you might dance a little bit or something while they waiting on their stuff. But something like that. That's kind of something that I want to do.
Okay, okay. I can see you doing that.
Yeah.
Listen, everything's good with a little candle, a little music in the background.
Right.
Yeah, and so you've been doing this for a year, and look at all the things I think it's so important because a lot of times people start businesses, they get frustrated, and just like you said, the first candle didn't turn out too well, and so they get frustrated, they want to quit. Like you said, you still have jars from your first order, but what makes you keep going? Like if somebody was like, I just don't want to do this anymore, what makes you keep going?
Well, I don't like to stay in one place. So you just gotta stay on the move till you can get to where you want to go. But even then, you can still keep going if you want, because there's always room for improvement.
Exactly, exactly. Just like once you get your candle bar, I know some other idea is going to come up, and somebody's going, some guest is gonna come in and be like, "Why don't you do this?" And you be like, "Okay, okay." And
Right.
we're always expanding, right?
Hmm. Also, I feel bad for doing all of this because I feel like changing my business name already. But if I do, I'll go ahead and let y'all know the name is going to be Make It Make Sense.
Uh-huh. Okay, I caught you. I see what you did right there. Make it make sense. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, it's okay to change because again, when you're first starting, you're just like, okay, this sounds cool. Let's get started. But as you grow and as you evolve in your business, you're like, ah, I feel this area growing. I feel this, pulling me this way. So it's okay to change. We change all the time. Businesses change their names, they change locations, they change what they do. So, because you started out with candles, but say 2 years from now you're just doing CMOS. It's okay because you went with the flow and the demand that's needed from you. So it's okay. You were gonna say something, I think.
Oh no.
Well, listen, what else do you want people to know about? Like, why'd you put such an intricate basket together for Valentine's? I mean, because we've seen people offer baskets and you get like one candle and one rose petal for $45. So, why did you put such an intricate basket together?
I kind of wanted it to be like, uh, I put on the flyer, you get rose petals, but enough to decorate. So I wanted it to be like they can take everything out and set it up like in a room for like their loved one or somebody, and it'd be like, okay. So like it's kind of like a kit, if you could, I guess you want to say like a basket. So,
I see it. I see it.
yeah, I know it's not much to drink in those little tiny bottles, but it might get you where you want to be.
It's a start. It's enough to toast, right?
Yep.
Listen, all these products cost money, so we're growing, and so I think it's an awesome basket. I get one for myself, have both bottles, and toast myself. But I think it's cool, and I think you're doing good work. So we're gonna have one more break. We're gonna be listening to the Groovaladas Boom Bucha. They are also, the Groovaladas. Marlene is part of one of the members. They're a Grammy nominated band, and Marlene also owns Polyphonic Studios. And Marlene actually created our theme music. And so we're gonna do one more break, and it's gonna be a flyer. They got some stuff going on in February, and this is the Groovaladas Boom Bucha. And we'll be
Boom, boom, cha, boom, cha, 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 boom, boom, cha, boom, cha. Draw me back like the tents of Kedar. I first saw you from afar. Your cocoa skin and piercing eyes. Being cold towards you is no surprise. I'm in a rush, tell me where or when I can get to see you again. I'm not always this upfront, but I know exactly what I want. Hey, are the ones you can ask about me. I am exactly what I claim to be. You are who I have on my mind.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not a pimp, I'm a lover. See, which means you ain't gotta sell it, just give it to me. I said boom, boom, shot, boom, shot, boom, boom, shot, boom, shot. Come a little close, baby, I don't mind. Unless you ask, then it's only polite. I said boom, boom, shot, boom, shot, boom, boom, shot, boom, shot. Find myself in a situation where wisdom dwells in contemplation. Not putting you on a shelf, just not gonna play myself. Better we take our time rather than waste yours and mine. Meanwhile, here's a little got something for ya. A vibe we call the boom boo cha. All the ones you can ask about me. I am exactly what I claim to be. You are who I have on my mind.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not a pimp, I'm a lover. See, which means you ain't gotta sell it, just give it to me. I said boom boo cha, boom cha, boom boo cha, boom cha. Come a little close, baby, I don't bite. Unless you ask, then it's only polite. I said boom boo cha, boom cha, boom boo cha, boom cha. I got plenty to drink, so I'm not thirsty. Where is your mind's what I want to see. Tell me your dreams, your plans, your goals. Tell me the things you feel in your soul. I'll take my time to see what's what, because a wrong move can deeply cut. I'm not the fool, I'm serious. Come closer if you're curious. They are the ones you can ask about me. I am exactly what I claim to be. You are who I have on my mind.
I like the sound of that.
I'm not a pimp, I'm a lover. See, which means you ain't gotta sell it, just give it to me. I said boom boom cha, boom cha, boom boom cha, boom cha. Come a little close, baby, I don't bite. Unless you ask, then it's only polite. I said boom boom cha, boom cha, 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 boom boom cha, boom cha.
Hey, so that was the Groovaladas Boom Boo Cha. You can find them on all streaming media platforms. And so, Anissa, I know you have another appointment to get to, so I don't want to prolong our time, but I want to make sure that, we've given you enough time to share and to tell people, why they should buy from you. And so, is there anything else you'd like to share before you go?
Nothing that I can think of other than people want to know about alopecia.
Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about that. So, when did you get diagnosed with that?
So I actually had it when I was 10. And it was just a little spot in the back of my head. And we went to the dermatologist and everything about it. And she gave me like shots. And well, first we started off with like cream and stuff like that, and then we had to do the shots and all that. And it worked. And recently, until about like 3 or 4 years ago, I had started using birth control. And when I had came home from college, I had noticed a spot in the back of my head, and I went to the dermatologist, and I didn't go no more after that for a couple of years. And next thing I know, it just started getting worse and worse and worse. And I'm like, what could this be? And they were like, it's probably your what is it, birth control.
Birth control?
Yeah, so I was like, I don't know. And I tried to go get it out, but it was just a bunch of, insurance issues and things with that. So I didn't know, I just had to deal with it for whenever I could.
Mm-hmm.
So fast forward 2021, I finally was able to start back going to the dermatologist and things of that nature. And all my hair came back, and then it fell out again. And so now I'm just going to get injections and things like that. And I'm also doing like natural things on my own as well, like rosemary. And my dermatologist told me that rose hip oil proves evidence that it helps with alopecia and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And also a new medication out. I'm just iffy about taking it because I've done a little bit of research, and it was some things that I was like, I don't know.
Right.
There's that. So I'm going to talk to her about it and, put my trust in God and figure out, he'll tell me what I need to do. And so Yeah, there's that.
So, like, again, with that, I mean, you know how we girls are about our hair and things like that. So, what, especially when you were older, did you get bullied or picked on at all about your hair?
um,
Or was you old enough to be like, look, back off?
no, I don't really remember an instance where somebody bullied me about my hair
Well, that's good.
because I had most of it back then. Like when I was in school and stuff, it wasn't really that bad. It was coverable. I don't know if that's a word.
Gotcha.
It
Mhm.
covered. And so, I didn't really have to deal with that. I do remember that I did get cut all my hair off one time and I had to go to school and I didn't know how people was going to react to it, but nobody ever really tried to come for me about my hair and stuff like that, which I'm thankful for because I don't know if I would have been able to handle it or not. Maybe now, but not then.
Right, right. You'd be
um,
like, Mom, get some cousins, come on down the road.
right.
So now, like, maybe you would meet somebody and they're dealing with it. Maybe this is just, they just found out, what's going on because they've been, because a lot of times we don't know at first, we just think it's a season, we're stressed out about something. And so our hair is a little bit thinner or whatever. So, what kind of advice would you give to somebody who's going through that and just feeling not so confident about themselves?
Well, the first thing I would tell them that is it is okay to cry. Cause I know that's probably gonna be the first thing you're gonna want to do. Go
Right.
cry as much as you need to because I cry all the but it's okay to cry. You're
Really?
gonna be okay. I know people say it's just hair, but I was reading some comments the other day and this lady was like, some people don't truly realize their true beauty until they're actually bald. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to get to that point, but I still don't see it. I keep my head covered a lot. I wear my wigs when I go out or a scarf, obviously. Um, yeah, it's okay to cry. You know, you'll have good days, you'll have bad days. It's life. Life is full of good days and bad days, even if you have hair. So, I mean, it's no
Thank
different.
you.
You're not gonna die. I mean, it's not. I don't mean to say it like this, but it's not cancer. You know, you
Right.
know, nothing's gonna bad's gonna happen. No offense to the people out there with cancer,
Right. We know what
but
you're saying. You're just making a correlation, and it is something you can live through, right?
yeah, you can live through it. You're gonna make it. You'll be okay. Just don't stress yourself out too much about it because you never know. It might one day you might wake up and your hair might just come back. So,
Right.
cause not I'm not like completely bald. Like my head now, it feels like a peach. It ain't no like you can't really see it unless you up real close, but
Uh,
it feels like a peach. So it's hope out there. It's hope out there, y'all.
it is. It is. And again, I love it because I know you had the situation. Even like coming on today, you were never really stressed out about what am I gonna do, what am I look like. You was like, I'm gonna come on here and talk about my business. So, you keep yourself going and you keep yourself motivated. And that's what I appreciate about you. You a young girl, a black girl. It's Black History Month. You're a black woman making history. So definitely had to shout that out. Yeah, so maybe we'll do a special show about alopecia and kind of get into some of the thick of that on a later date.
Yes.
All right. Well, again, I know you have to get to another event, and so don't want to prolong you, but I do appreciate you. We will definitely be talking about on the rest of the shows, up until February 14th, telling everybody to get their baskets. But before we go, I want you to tell everybody once more how they can follow you on, on social media and where they can order the baskets.
Okay. You can follow me on Instagram at scent.a.holic. Holic, no S at the end. Instagram is Scentaholic Creations underscore. It's probably one or two underscores, but my picture is up there. Um, Facebook, you can find me at Scentaholic Creations. Follow me on that page. I'm trying to get my followers up on that page. But I do post my reels on Nissa Norman. But Scentaholic Creations is the business page. And oh yeah, that's all of them. Yep.
And the site they can order again.
Oh
Alan,
yeah.
if you'll show those banners for me again, Alan.
My website is scentaholiccreations.square.site. It's lengthy, but I'm working on shortening it, y'all.
Yes, so but all the information there, everything's up to date because she just relaunched. And so, and even on Facebook, I think everything is up to date there. So just make sure you follow her, go to the page, like and share, invite your friends to the page. So, again, she's trying to get her followers up. So let us know when you get to what's the number you want to get to by the end of February.
The number of followers.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Let's
Um,
let's
I think the last time I checked, I had 121. So let's go for 250.
250 by the end of this month. So y'all help us get her Facebook page followers up to 250. Scentaholics Creation. I'm gonna post it. If you miss it, listen, go buy your baskets, tell your friends about it, like and share this video. You don't even gotta do all the talking. She doing all the talking. So just share the video. What was you gonna say?
Tell your friends, tell the church, tell your job, people on the street.
Yeah, everybody.
Business cards as well. I'm gonna try to put some in some places so people can, pick them up.
Oh yeah. It's Black History Month. Let's support this black woman making history, y'all. Let's do it. 250. We're gonna send us some of them cards. We're gonna pick some up this weekend. We're gonna help you put them out.
Okay. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. And also with the basket, you will get a candle care card that trim your wick down a quarter of an inch, keep away from pets, drafty areas, small children, keep your lid covered because it keeps dust and stuff out of there so it'll burn properly.
Mm-hmm.
Keep away from flammable objects and make sure your candle is on a flat surface for optimal burning.
Listen, she tell you how to do it. That's what I'm talking about, Anissa. Honey, y'all better get y'all care cards for your wig, for your candles, and for your sea moss. I mean, she telling you how to do it, no questions. And what's that one right there?
This is just a thank you card that will be with every order, even if you don't get a basket. The candles, and there will also be candles and other things of that nature. That'll be like if you want just a candle, you'll be able to order just a candle or one singular item or whatever. If you don't want a basket, that's available as well. I forgot to mention that. I'm sorry, but this is a thank you card, and it has 15% off discount code, which is called first time, because 9 times out of 10 it'll probably be your first time using the website. So yes, and it also has my information, Facebook, website, and Instagram information up here as well.
Listen, I'm telling you, black woman making history. Let's do it, girl.
Yes.
So, and I'm glad you told us that because I meant to ask you that when you were showing the basket. I was like, it's a whole lot of stuff in there, but can we get something separate if we? So I'm glad you mentioned that. So you
Yeah.
can just buy a candle and try it out. You can buy one sea moss. You can buy some incense because we know people still burn incense. Y'all know how y'all do.
Right.
So, so we're gonna get out of here. As you know, we are making connections with Aly. We are here every Saturday at 12 noon and every Monday at 2 p.m. Every fourth Monday is JT James Sherman Thompson. He's always bringing us inspiration and motivation to end a month and start the next one. Then we have a new show that we aired. We talked about it on Monday or maybe last night. It also reran, but we're having food reviews, and so that's every fourth Saturday. Where we'll be doing food reviews of different restaurants, and maybe some food trucks, maybe some caterers. So who knows what we'll bring to you. But anyway, you can always catch us. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. We're trying to get our followers up to. Um, honey, we just let's follow one another. Let's do this and support one another. So until next time, thank you, Anissa. We appreciate it. We will definitely see you again. Whenever you have events and baskets and things you're selling for Easter, whatever it is, let us know so we can get the word out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, until then, until next time, as always, we're leaving you with love, positivity, and good vibes. Have a great day, everybody. Bye,
Bye.
Lisa.